What's good, everybody? Hold on, let me. My music too happy right now. You know what I'm saying? What is there to be happy about, Lou? What is there to be happy about, Lou? You know what I'm saying? Why are you happy, Lou? You know what I'm saying? Let's turn on this real quick. I think I like this. Hold on. Restart it. All right. Let me know if I'm how my levels are in the chat, y'all. I told y'all I made some upgrades, steady making upgrades, audio upgrades this time. Even made some visual upgrades. I'm like, oh Lou, how you gonna upgrade from what you have visually? Yeah, even can upgrade visually to what we had before. It's all about getting better. But welcome to another one, man. Make sure if you're coming in to like, share, and subscribe to the content. Let me hold on. Let me shout out to everybody that's coming in, man. Let me cut the music real quick because I gotta really shout out to everyone, man. If you are new, I noticed the lean season we're getting in because the Cowboys are cowboying, but if you can really subscribe, we are like less than, I would say 120, less than 120 more people of hitting 7,000 wow of them things. You feel me? I appreciate everybody that's coming in. I didn't get a chance to thank y'all at 5. I think I was on the the phone live. I did get the chance to thank y'all at 6, but we are moving quickly and fast, man. So I just wanted to cut the music real quick, cut the beat off real quick, and just thank y'all for that. Yeah, just put in the chat if my levels, if it sound better, if it's it's worse and everything like that. But you know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate y'all for that. We got a special one coming up for y'all, you know what I'm saying, in this show right here. Listen. Let me make sure the chat is refreshed because the chat is not refreshing. Let me just put this on me then until the chat, We got some things to talk about. I titled this show Evaluation Season. It's been a long season. Cowboy Nation, kind of, is it disappointing? There's some things we can take away from this. It's not all like blue, it's not all what it seems, but it's some things we got to talk about in order if we're going to get better as a team, get better as a nation, just get better in general for the Dallas Cowboys. Because like, even though I think this season is over in wraps, the only way you can get in if the Eagles like truly fall off, and I mean like lose every game from here on out and you win. And I don't see that. There's a 1% chance of that happening. You know what I'm saying? So look, we're gonna continue to rock regardless, but let's get into it. Like I said, I titled this Evaluation Season. It's time to reflect on the season. And let's get right into it. Cause like we're gonna go back over some things, as a nation, I feel like we didn't get right, or that we need to get better at. So let's get right into it because it's just on my mind, you know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. First one up. Yeah, I'm going for the gusto. We're going for all the gusto this year. Booker. And yes, we need to start with Booker. We got to, because I'm gonna do a whole video on this, documentary on this. It's not that, I came to, put in, flaunt a little bit, like how, like, my evaluation, how we told y'all gonna be true. It's the reason why I brought up Booker, because we were once again back in that space of where we were last year, and it's pretty much, pre-draft season. And I think we need to learn from what Booker really represented. Not him as a person. I'm talking about the pick, what it represented. So let me, I think I got to show my, my work, when I do this. Here it is right here. All right. This is what I mean by this. Okay, so shout out to Brandon Laurie. He's a writer. within it. If you haven't, man, follow me on X, man. I mean, this is where I be on probably the most out of anything, probably even more than YouTube. Where a lot of the creators be on here, but this is where a lot of the legit news come from. This is the controlled news source. This is why we be so adamant on this. Brandon Laurie said Tyler Booker was given an A grade again by Bucky Brooks nearing the end of his rookie season. Dallas did it again. Now, the reason why I want to say this is important because and what he represents. He said, I just wanted you to keep an eye on what he said nearing the end of the rookie season, because this was not always the case. Okay, my bad. Because when this pick happened, I know people were, they had, they wanted something else, and you can want other things. What I didn't disagree with is how people approach this pick or this player and started to bring other influences and such into this. This is where we got to learn from. We are once again in this again. Okay. And this is because if you're going to miss it again, you're going to get it wrong again. You're going to be mad. And I don't want like my creators and my brethren or, my other fandom people to get mad at this. What I didn't like around the time around Booker's name was positional value. Positional value. Trying to get positional value when picking a player. And I really want people to really understand it. I really, really, really hate that phrase. I believe it's a farce. I believe it's a lie. I believe it's not true. And funny enough, if you've been following me long enough, shout out to everybody that's coming here. Make sure to like and share, subscribe. We are less than 120 away from 7,000. I appreciate you. But if you're new here, we did this thing called DC Universe, and we brought up some people we're going to talk about today. One reporter in general, his name was Marcus Motion. And he actually, shout out to him for actually coming on to the show and actually sitting down with us. And he broke down, because I hated this, me being me, I was just emotional. I just hated that was a reason we were using to football build. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I just came from, I played the game. I see from X. And remember, I just see from X's and O's. So I hated how some people view the game. I asked him what it is. He told me positional value is determined by what's available the season before or the season of the free agency and the trends of your opponents in the league. Your opponents in the league. That was his words. And a lot of people, and you know what I'm saying, shout out to him, they take that as law to when they're team building or want to put ideas out there to team build. I'm saying, Cowboy Nation, believe what you believe, but this is a mistake, and it's been proven wrong over and over again. Because my counter argument, if you go back, you can go back and even watch it. I asked Marcus Motion, I said, listen, positional value, I hate that saying. For one, because we always, when it's time for a player that plays a position that's not of value, what if he's a guaranteed dog? What if he's a guaranteed, like, for sure gold jacket? You know what I'm saying? Because I brought up the example that he had before. Safety is not considered a position of value. Okay. And in a draft, I think it was 2, 3, 4 years ago, there was a certain player that came about by the name of Kyle Hamilton. He was supposed to be at the top of the draft, and people were passing on him, and they let him fall all the way down to an organization who is known for having great safeties. And I said, if you're team building, and if you're going into your mind just fully focused on that you can only operate within these laws and everything like that, you're going to miss out on great talent. That's what happened with Booker here. I said positional value is a farce. Positional value is only a position is only of value. It is literally determined by that said organization. We value positions that another organization would never do. That's just me. That's how I feel. That's how I feel like it should be. And that's just not what it is. Okay. And that's what I believe. This is a very important lesson that we need to take into the next season. It's draft season for us again. We found a complete dog in Tyler Booker, y'all. I don't want to hear that guard was not a valuable position. We shored up that middle. We shored up that middle. We can talk about the rest of the offensive line. I have different opinions than everyone. It sucks because y'all know I've been here evaluating these guys year after week after week after week. There is nothing. I'm not going to definitely listen to no damn PFF. No 33rd team, nothing like that. At the time, them people ain't never played a lick of offensive line in their life, never studied it, don't know what their responsibility is on pass pro. Because damn it, you're seeing it in the conversations we're having about Kenneth Murray. MFers don't even know what responsibility linebackers have. So I'm supposed to trust you with a grading metric and you input it into an algorithm and you give me what you saw? No, every pressure is not a pressure and all pressures are not built the same. I was taught on these three things: alignment, assignment, execution. That is what I evaluate on. If I'm seeing it, I'm seeing it. We're going to talk about the rest of the offensive line going forward. Y'all can talk to me in the chat about that, but Booker was needed. Booker was important, and Booker is a very, very, very important lesson going forward. Very important lesson going forward. Positional value is a farce. Will you let rules and laws keep you from drafting a Troy Polamalu? Will you let rules and laws keep you from drafting a Quentin Nelson, a Zach Martin? Or are you going to only draft a Zach Martin because he was listed at tackle, but have hopes of him moving guard? That is the first lesson that I wanted to learn right there. Okay. All right. Now let's go back. Let's go to the next lesson. Appreciate y'all for coming in here, man. Here we go. Number 2. All right. And this is one that we're actively still haven't gotten as a general, because this actually ties in to the other conversation. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger for anybody who can't see. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here building in the sky. Ooh, hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. This. Yeah, this. There we go. Y'all can't see it, but it's okay. No, this. All right. What happened at running back? I'm very disappointed what happened at running back this year. Very disappointed. Not in the play of a Javonte Williams. I'm disappointed that we never got Shotty what he needed. All what he needed. And the only thing we got on what he needed, like, he valued it so much that he protected him and literally protected him from competition in the preseason. Like, that's how bad we starved that man of what he needed in a position. We're going to talk about this today. I'm very, very disappointed how the Dallas Cowboys handled running back this season. And you know what? We still ain't learned our damn lesson yet. And you know what? we're gonna talk about this today, because I was making like, I shouldn't have to prove to y'all, but you know, some people were like, "Oh, Lou, what side was you on?" I was on the side of, I love Javonte Williams, but we should have got somebody else with him to coincide with him, not replace him. Let me reiterate again, with him. We starved, and we very much so disappointed in terms of that in the running back position right here. Let me see. All right, let me go right here so we can you know what I'm saying? Let me go back so I can show you. Okay, because I got a couple. I'm gonna come back to that. Let me see if I just got any more on it. All right, like this is me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all can see it. Let me see. Yeah, y'all can see, right? I'm right here, Lou. You can see, right? Oh yeah, okay, you can. All right. So this is back, as y'all can see, November 26th. So this is back when, okay, y'all remember we started with Javonte Williams, but the backup running back position is what we were trying to, you know, put ideas out there. We started, you know, trade for RB1. People were getting disrespected. and saying that, you know, hey, that Lou, why you want to trade for RB1? We already got RB1. What you want to trade for? You feel me? This is why, right here. I said in November 26th, well, actually, shout out to 105.3 The Fan, Brian Broaddus. He asked the question, did Dallas Cowboys drop the ball on drafting Jadon Blue and Phil Maffa? Okay? Because it's a serious question, and it's a very, very important question that, you know what I'm saying, that we need to answer, because like this past draft, that was a generational drafting class, man. That was a generational drafting class. And it's a possibility that we dropped the ball on it. Hold on, I just realized something. I'm over here doing my production. I was wondering what was missing. Hold on, let me see how much better I look. Boy, I forgot to turn the light on in here. But I am tripping. It's all good. We're gonna continue to rock now. We fixed it. All right, because like, so that draft was a generational running back class. It was you know what I'm saying? Ashton Jeanty, of course, at the top, Omarion Hampton, but like there was many running backs up and down. Like, y'all, this was at least like 15 running backs that we you know, like look at the Denver Broncos. Look at they starting running back right here. It was a guy I wanted. It was one of my pet cats. You know what I'm saying? It was one of my pet. I love him coming out of UCF. I'm blanking on his name right now. The running back they got right now. RJ Harvey. You know what I'm saying? There's Ollie Gordon. You know what I'm saying? There was other running backs that's not even getting their shot right now, but they're gonna turn out. We're gonna look back on that class last year, man. There were so many running backs in there, and we went in. And in my opinion, we're gonna talk about this today. Junkins, you know what I'm saying? Travion Henderson. It was so many running backs in that class, man. You know what I'm saying? And we walked out of there, in all respect to these guys, with Jadon Blue and Phil Maffa. This is what I said. We got to do better as an organization and a fan base, because the issue with the backup running back situation could have been resolved, but feelings and comfort in draft picks got in the way. It's a shame. We might have missed on 2 running backs in a generational running back class. Y'all, I swear to God, I'm like so what's the lesson here, Lou? Fine, I'll tell you. The lesson is not when we drafted those picks. The lesson is that we hyped those picks. We hyped those picks to heaven. We hyped those picks out of their mind. You know how bad we hyped those picks, man? You know how bad we hyped those picks? Lou, this is how bad we hyped those picks. I wonder if y'all can see this. I might have to, let me see. Oh, I gotta bag up. Don't ignore what I said. This is how bad we hyped those picks, man. This is the rookie premiere. I'll never, ever, 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 ever forgive Cowboy Nation, the creators, and everything like that. Like, I even I was so mad. I put this out December 16th, man. How mad I am. I don't care if it only got 155 views. I'm just letting you know what timing I'm on, and I'm logging to let you know. We hyped our picks so bad, and this is embarrassing, in my opinion. Like, if we gotta be embarrassing. This is the rookie premiere, y'all. The rookie premiere. It happens right after the draft. This is for the top prospects in the entire class. Ashton Jeanty is here. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Cam Scatterboo is here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Jaden Higgins is here. You know what I'm saying? Shador Sanders is here. Like, one of the highest, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a hype prospect who, in my opinion, failed. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these quarterbacks and running backs right here. Who did the Cowboys send? Who did the Cowboys send? Even Tet is here. Tet is here. You know what I'm saying? Abuka is here. Do you hear the caliber of names I'm naming? These are the guys we were worried about picking in a mock draft. Who did the Cowboys send? And no disrespect to this man, but this is on us as a fan base, because It makes no sense that we hyped a kid that was only a 5th round draft pick to the point that is the guy we're sending to the rookie premiere, which basically, this is hype central. This is hype central right here. I'm gonna keep this picture, and I'm gonna keep reminding people of this. This is how people, we gotta understand like how much influence Cowboy Nation is. This is the perfect picture right here. Y'all, this fan base is so big and so powerful. We can hype a 5th round draft pick up to the levels of where 1st rounds, 2nd overall, like literally the 2nd pick of the draft. Abdul Carter is right behind him. Like he's in front of Abdul Carter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how hyped we had this kid. Matthew Golden. We cannot do that again. And that goes to my issue, what we did with running back. There's an opportunity. I mean, there's a possibility that we probably whiffed on those 2 picks. And where we need to correct as a fan base is being truthful up front. I just like the picture of actually I just liked something today because Tuck just sent it to me, but you know, like I didn't want to go outside of the flow of my show, but shout out to Tuck for tagging me in this. Coach Brian Schottenheimer was asked about rookie Jadon Blue potentially playing in the next three weeks. Yeah, if he earns the right to do it, absolutely. He's no different than the other guys. I see flashes from Jadon all the time. I see the talent. It's real. The standard is not always met. Just being quite honest and frank with you guys, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything I haven't said to Jadon. But if he keeps working, continues to do a great job in his preparation and all that, then of course he can earn the right to play. They asked him, what is his chances of playing in the next 3 weeks of potentially of us? Like we are in full like damn near tank mode, y'all. And we got our coach in a draft pick that we hyped. This is time. This is an evaluation period. This is why I made this whole show. Everybody it should be an evaluation right now. And he's saying he's questioning if he can probably even get evaluated. We got to do better as a fan base. We have to, because the things we were seeing from Jadon Blue, we can't just ignore them and be like, in the future for a prospect, be like, he's Tony Dorsett, Lou, shut up. You know what I'm saying? But he has a fumbling issue. His Emmitt Smith, Lou, shut up. But he tips. He's better than Marco Murray, Lou, shut up. But he's fast. Lou, shut up. But even though he runs a 4.2, he doesn't play like he run a 4.2. Y'all do see this? Lou, you don't know anything. Shut up. But y'all, I'm a Texas fan. Lou, shut up. We can't do that no more. That's a very important. Then what we can't do is when we're starting to see signs of it during the season, and you see people trying to put ideas out there like say, hey, red flag, hey, running backs is blinking. I don't want to hear from the future like, well, what about Phil Maffa? And we show you that when Brian was asked about Phil Maffa, it's like, maybe it's some help somewhere else. Stop pushing Phil Maffa in the future. Stop. We cannot act like just because we drafted these guys that they can solve everything. How we handled the running back position, I am very disappointed in this front office. I'm even disappointed in Shotty for not pushing it harder, and I'm desperately even more disappointed in Cowboy Nation. And let me talk about it too. I'm not done with this because this is what I got to show. Cause I just showed you. I gave y'all a sneak peek of what type of time I'm gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all a sneak peek, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. This is this week. Shout out to Joe Hoyt, man. You know what I'm saying? He's with Dallas Morning News now. He made a whole article and saying The Dallas Cowboys bought low on Javonte Williams. The great success. Will they buy again with higher market value? Brian Schottenheimer today, I hope he's a Cowboy for a long time. So he's basically in the article is just saying, because, you know, we signed Javonte to a 1-year deal. I would want him back personally with him. I would want him back. I already know he's going to command roughly 10 million. You know what I'm saying? I would want him back. Here's the thing. And I love Joe, but the problem with Cowboy Nation is that they saw that first sentence. The Cowboys bought low on Javonte Williams and had great success. I do not want Cowboy Nation or the Dallas Cowboys to get comfortable in buying low in a position of great value again. Because, you know what I'm saying? We love, I quoted it. So I'm reading it back. I actually got it wrong. I said, I pray not. What I meant by is this. I said, I pray not. It's time to repeat history. The Cowboys bought low before with McFadden, and then the following year with adding DeMarco Murray. If y'all remember that was actually part of Team Trench's main argument. We didn't go low. We didn't get to the next level or go to the next level and truly compliment the offensive line until we got Zeke. We got great production in all of those years, but by far the most lethal attack came when you put high resources at the running back position. And shout out to everybody. Cowboy Nation felt the same. Dang, this thing got to 16,000. God, dog, I didn't know it got that big. You know what I'm saying? Because what I meant by that, I didn't want to be what I meant by this is this. Because I think I pray not can get misled. I want them to buy in. I want the Cowboys to not, because I thought Joseph Hoyt was like, since the Cowboys bought low and found success again, will they buy low and add another running back? I do not. I'm tired of the Cowboys buying low. I am tired of having rentals at running back. That's why this is why we were pushing, for them to actually do something in this past 2 drafts. Because I want them to draft a running back so bad, because the stigma on running back, I really hate it. We have really devalued this position to the mud, and people really hate the idea of spending money on running backs. No, and not only I want to spend on running back, I want to increase the budget for the running back position and go get 2 dogs. Find me 2 people. Find me 2. Get a great tandem in here, because you can literally, extend the life of everything like that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is this. We got to stop being cheap, man. We can't forget when we got Zeke out of the draft, how different our offensive line looked, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really love to disrespect Emmitt Smith and say it was the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Novacek and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, look, y'all, here's the facts. And shout out to DMV. He put me on this. Like, hey, man, we didn't have a dog or we had the same offensive line when we got Emmitt, or before we got Emmitt, and when we got Emmitt. They didn't go to the next level and look like what they look like until they got Emmitt. I even tweeted it, man. You know what I'm saying? I even tweeted it. Like, hold on, I'm gonna add this in right now. Give me a second. I even tweeted it, man. I just want us to I just want us to change our viewpoint on the position as a whole. I just want us to do that. That's all I want us to do. I just want us to do that, man. Let's see if it's added in just now. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I gotta refresh. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's like. I just added this in. Like, a reason why I want us to change on this, man, because this stigma with running back, we've been poisoned. We've been poisoned. People really think, like, y'all, this is Bijan Robinson. People really think you can pay $2 for this. People really think you can pay for $2 for this, or this is not worth the extra money. Do y'all see maybe you don't understand what you're seeing. I am seeing when you give a back of this caliber a sliver, because that's what you pay running backs to do. You pay them up for we block it up perfectly, make somebody miss. The more money you spend, the better quality in it, the more dangerous you become as a team. And I'm very disappointed in Cowboy Nation that we allowed the waters to get poisoned. We are the wrong organization. We have the richest running back history, and we let some people come into this space and really tell us that running back is not a position of value anymore, and you can just pay $2. I remember, look, man, look. This is connected too, because this is my whole point of this. I tweeted it, man. I said, remember when half of Cowboy Nation was fighting us? People were literally fighting us, y'all. Because we were out, man. Around the times where I was seeing, like, hey, man, we need some help. I was saying, we trade for RB1. I said, man, send the first. Send the first to the Colts. Send the first to the Falcons. Go get Bijan. Why would they trade you Bijan? We just traded Micah, and you asking me a goofy ass question like that? Why would we trade Micah? Why did my Mavericks trade fucking Luka? I don't know why. But you over here making this question why is not saying that the inevitable ain't gonna happen. Everybody got a price. Everybody got a price. And I was saying back, I was literally saying, hey man, send a first to the Falcons. They ain't gonna do shit this year. Oh, are they doing this year? He just over there just riding. Just riding. Just like Saquon was. Just riding. Just like McCaffrey, you know what I'm saying? McCaffrey was. He was just over there just riding. I just want my Cowboy Nation to do better, man. That's all. I want my Cowboy Nation to do better. And then, you know, and I'm not gonna back down from this. I'm gonna go back to my what's his name. This is a message to him, because I quote tweeted him. It's not here. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in here, because I'm gonna make sure you know. I'm not gonna back down from nothing. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm gonna add this into the show. I'm letting y'all know that right. I ain't backing down from nothing. I'm letting you know what I said. And if he didn't get what I meant, hopefully he get it now. This is what I meant right here. Look. So he, if y'all don't know, Marcus Mosher is one of the main people who was pushing against the devaluing the running back position. And he quote tweeted it saying, Lou, LOL. You know what I'm saying? Because he know how I feel about it. And I quote tweeted him. Obi-Wan, hello there. I guess he thought I was being funny. Let me explain this, Marcus Mosher. If you know what I'm saying, I'm a Star Wars fan. If you don't know what happened, Obi-Wan hopped down in the middle of enemy territory and was ready to fight, and told General Grievous straight up, hello there. That's me. I am willing to fight this offseason, and it can get as bloody as it needs to be, metaphorically, on here about that. If there's running backs available in this draft, we are going to be nut if we bucking all damn day. I got time. I got time. That's what this tweet meant. So you know what I'm saying? That, let that know that it ain't just me saying hi. No, this meant more than that. I am Obi-Wan hopping in the middle of the entire separatist army, the entire anti-running back army. I will hop in there and I'll be swinging on all y'all, metaphorically, with this. I am done devaluing running back position. Why, Lou? Why are you done devaluing the running back position? Let's go back. Why are you done devaluing the running back position? I'm glad you asked. Did you not see the game? Did y'all not see what happened when Javonte Williams went down? Aren't y'all ain't afraid how a different shoddy we saw? A different form of play calling we saw? Shit. Y'all ain't afraid with that? Shoddy turned into a completely different person. He turned into a completely different play caller when he didn't have a running back. when he didn't have a running back. And the reason why I brought up running back, there was already reported after this game this week, and I'm quoting Schottenheimer on it. He said his biggest regret is that he didn't run the ball enough. Who would have thought that? And you know what I'm saying? I'm Marcus Mosher. I don't know if it was a misquote. Maybe it was Mike Crum. All of y'all people who was devaluing running back, you got a fight coming with that this off season. I am not letting that go, because y'all main argument was this: Lou, why did you want to touch the running back position when we already are averaging 7 yards a carry? You cannot look at the football game straight off the box score. You got to look at the flow of everything. Because I told y'all, I made like 3 different videos, 7 different shorts, and I put in the work with this. And I was saying even in the middle of that, I was screaming from the highest rooftops. People just, you don't know them. You did the coach from the couch. I was saying from the beginning, y'all, this run game is great. Javonte Williams is great. But there's another level that we gotta hit. And I can tell there's another level because I can tell off the words Brian was saying all offseason and seeing in the crucial moments in the middle of the fight, Brian wasn't confident in his right hand. He wasn't confident in that right hook. He wasn't confident in the right hook. And I was, you know, I even broke it down, spent hours and hours editing, putting together videos, multiple videos, trying to show the people, hey, there's a pattern here. For somebody who said he want to run the ball, we're not balanced. We're only running the ball 20 times a game, and most of them are going to Javonte Williams. And the backup running back, you'll be lucky when we're blowing them out, they're getting 3 to 4 carries, 7 carries. Why is that when he said he want to run the ball? Oh, he doesn't trust the running back behind Williams. Maybe we should be looking to add more. Oh, no, let's not add more. Why you want running back? You have running backs. Just put Jadon Blue out there. Why? He can't pass protect. He's not a running back. Put Phil Maffa out there. Why? Your coordinator is saying he's not confident in him. We got Malik Davis. Okay. So y'all damn near had that man out there who said he want to run the ball. You look at, I did 40 years of evidence of research showing how him and his dad had the same thing. But when he came up there and said big backs, it was, now I'm gonna call y'all out. Dog, I went into a live where I think his name is G or Let's Talk Cowboys. That's his name. And he was saying how he literally said the big backs was a bad thing because he was giving away our game plan. He said, I like big backs is giving away our game plan. All respect to G. All respect to Let's Talk Cowboys. I'm done letting certain creators, I'm gonna call them filibuster creators. Just came up with the title this morning. Y'all are filibustering. I don't know where your allegiances lie or everything like that, but you're filibustering. If y'all don't know, that's a political term of when people, it's actually legal when they're getting ready to vote on something, somebody get up there and they basically, the whole point is to stall. And it's a legal stall. You can stall out the bill while your side can, come up with another plan. It's just stalling. That's why I think some of these people make content for, to stall us, because they're stalling progression. When I heard him say, I like big backs, was giving away our game plan, but not him saying that he has a certain archetype, I was lost. And I love B-Bird. Shout out to B-Bird in the building, man. See, B-Bird, I'm a Longhorns fan, and I was trying to preach to people, and I got told to shut up when I was saying that for the longest, that Blue was not even the first string. Blue was not even the second string. B-Bird, I don't even classify him as the third string. He was literally there to change it up. And people think I was on this side because I hated Blue. No, I love Blue. I know us as a nation. We are ugly. We are ugly as a nation. We can get very ugly. We'll prop somebody up, you know what I'm saying? Give them all the leash and the rope, and you know what I'm saying, to climb up on, and we'll hang him with that same rope, metaphorically. We'll do that in a heartbeat. Look how they did George Pickens. The man was going off, considered the best wide receiver in the league for 11 weeks. It took 1 week and a bozo that's being paid off to say some bullshit, and Cowboy Nation changed their entire out. It took 1 week, and people want me to start believing Cowboy Nation. How fast y'all switch up? No, I'm gonna protect every rookie that come in here. I'm protecting you by not propping up your head, because they love you now, but boy, you get on their bad side. I'm talking about you. If you get on Cowboy Nation bad side, it's actually a negative investment. You'll be losing money. Ask everybody who's on Cowboy Nation bad side. You'll be losing money. You feel me? Shout out to everybody, man, coming in here. Like I said, we like 120 subscribers away from 7,000. So if you new here, man, just a subscribe. I will be very much so appreciated. Let me keep moving on, because I got a couple of more. Running back. My last thing, we gotta do better at running back. Let's get better at running back. It's important. I hope y'all saw it, and I'm gonna actually come back to that evaluation season right now. I'm actually happy. You know, that's the blessing we are in right now, even though like it may be very dim. The one position group I'm interested to see to evaluate everybody in there, I'm excited for, is running back. I can't wait. Jadon Blue, Phil Monfort, I can't wait, because I actually want to see it. And I'm gonna talk about it, I want to see all of the Abanikana, because I want to go into the off season already with enough ammo to be shooting down the echo chambers that can get loud about bullshit. You feel me? All right, let me go to the next one. All right, defensive tackle. Jesus Christ. Boy, let me get them both in here. Hold on. Because we were right about this too. We gotta, like, how you know how long we were fighting that fight for defensive tackle? I say it again, it's gonna be brief. We were saying, bro, we were never gonna be serious, and I quote Boss, because he got it from John Machado. We were never gonna be serious about being truly shout out to B-Bird. He said our secondary talent needs upgraded significantly. I just dropped a short on that, B-Bird. Yes, we are. Hey, corner and safety are blinking red flags. We are in crisis mode in the secondary. We are indeed. And then I just saw a tweet today. I'm not gonna go too heavy into it. Apparently Wanye chunking up the deuces. I think Wanye is out of here. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's gonna ever play again this season. Secondary is a giant red flag. And I hope people really see about that. Honestly, that's gonna be, I'm hearing y'all on tackle and everything like that. Really, I'm not, because we can have a good argument on tackle. I'm just saying, in this draft, I'm really praying that BPA is either safety or corner. I'm praying. You hear the word I'm saying? I'm praying that BPA is going to be safety or corner. I am praying. Or we do something significant, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Wilson. He said we had to sacrifice Micah for the good of the DTs. I disagree with that, Wilson. I understand your thinking for that. I disagree with that. I think that is all propaganda. Yeah, you're right. As safeties too. We did not have to sacrifice Micah to get some damn DTs. No. And I don't want to talk about Micah for long. You could have got DTs in here and Micah. I am so happy we got Quentin Williams now. I'm so happy we got Kenny Clark now. I am so happy in this era, because not only I'm happy now, but this is gonna be evidence for me to I am not gonna let them echo chambers ever do what they did to us again. What they did for D tackle. Everyone was blaming everything else but them D tackles. But the moment we get some D tackles, the run defense turn around. The moment you get some D tackles in here, the run defense turn around. And I just didn't like it in general, because I didn't like how ugly people was getting on Mozzie. Mozzie was not good. You know, Mozzie, we put a lot of hell of expectations on Mozzie, and he ended up not being what he's supposed to be. But what we did to Mozzie was even more disheartening. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, all due to you. Like, you know, we literally put the entirety of the defensive tackle position being successful on him. And y'all are seeing it, and we was trying to preach to y'all like, dog, you cannot do that to somebody who had no coaching, changes in coaches and voices, and he had literally no vet to coach him in there. We were telling y'all in there that you needed somebody in here to literally coach him up. Nobody is learned through that. Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams, I promise you, they did not come out being dogs. They have to grow into that. And I appreciate what Mozzie did, but y'all, now we got the recipe. I don't want to go cheap again. That is the lesson from this, man. I don't want to go cheap again. Yeah, hey, shout out B-Bird. See, B-Bird's on point. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't agree with you earlier. He said a real GM would have signed Micah and still traded for Williams. Also should have traded for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Exactly. You could have paid Micah. Micah only costs $9 million right now. I hope you understand that. Only costs 13 next year. Only costs 19 next year. You would have been good cap-wise. You could have still traded for Quentin Williams. It only costed you a first and a second. You're just gonna have to kiss this first and a second goodbye. And be fine with it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be fine with it. You could have did all that. Don't let them, hey man, I understand it, and I appreciate Michael what he did. He ain't here no more, he ain't no Cowboy, but don't let them lie to you and say that it's either or. No, they could have easily did and. Easily. You feel me? All right, that's defensive tackles. Let me keep moving on. All right, let me talk about Trayvon Diggs, because I'm gonna talk about this because I got some in behind. Like, I actually look at Lou getting some sources. I actually got some legit sources now. I'm not gonna reveal what was said. I'm not gonna reveal who told me. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna tell you what we should be directing our energy at. Okay, so what happened with Trayvon Diggs this year? Everyone has blame, even Trayvon. I will say that. I'll say this. How you should look at it is three sides. It's front office, Eberflus, and Trayvon. Everybody has blame. Okay, everybody has blame. What I learned of, because you know, I will say this. I was going hard on two sides because I was on, you know, the player, because of, you know, I understand what he did, but what he has blame for, but what he has blame for is a pure reaction. It's a pure reaction. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted them to you know, to fix it with this. I just wanted them to fix it with this, with that. He's healthy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's healthy. He's been healthy for a while now. I don't think there's really nothing wrong with him. I pray, like, this is the ultimatum. If they let this window expire, Diggs is gone. But I will say there is a sliver of hope, I believe in my heart, that he will play. And if he will play, I promise you it's the best thing they can do for you. And let me explain why. If he does play, it will be one person to be happy for this as well, and it's Jerry. Jerry is the only one who can keep him playing. And it's because, I'll explain this. Jerry's the only one that can keep him playing. And if he does that, the main corporate who we need to be mad at, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Boss called it. All right, let me show his face. Why did I do that? This is the main corporate of why we're not seeing Trayvon Diggs, of what the sources I heard, hearing the entire story. But I'm gonna be honest with you. He's the main corporate, but front office, you still get, it's just as much blame as him. Reason why, I'm gonna get on front office blame right now. You muddied up the waters. You started this shit from the beginning. You put Trayvon Diggs in a no-win scenario from the beginning. You got in your feelings about it. People are mad and stealing my video, bro. That video I did is at 230,000 likes or views. That shit's going crazy. The reason why front office, you put them in a lose-lose scenario. Your whole thing is you want to see people healthy, which is mysterious, and you play games with certain players because you cared about Diggs being healthy all these years. I digress with that. That's what I'm pissed about, because you pick and choose when you truly care about health. But he was coming off a season where he was unhealthy after dealing with your staff. And probably was one of the reasons why your staff was badly graded. And within that, on a prove-it year, he came to you with a suggestion of working with his staff. You said yeah, and you gave him basically, you better come back healthy. Which is pretty unfair in my opinion, because of the type of surgery he had, which is a graft surgery. It's literally a 17-month recovery process. Basically, Diggs shouldn't have been back playing until damn near, I think, December or June. Not June, or January, like next year. He wasn't supposed to be playing until next year. But that staff got him back ready, playing at the beginning of the season, which I thought it was a huge, huge deal for him to be back that early. He got back playing that early, sure. He was not the same, but he was still a lot better than what you had. That was my point, why I'm still fighting everybody to this day. He's still a lot better than what you had, and that is a fact. A fact. Pure fact. Everybody who disagrees with that, same people who argue for Kenneth Murray. You know what I'm saying? But in the midst of that, they started arguing with the guy you hired behind the scenes, and Eberflus, who you put a sponsorship behind, who you empowered. And this is where Boss is right on it. Bro, you empowered this man, and yet you giving him all the blame, but all he doing is the doing of what you're telling him to do. They're arguing on assignments and a coverage, y'all, for cover 2. This is why Eberflus deserves most of the blame, and this is why Eberflus needs to get his ass all the way up out of this shit. Because he was literally and this is what I got from my sources. He took this fight so far. That's the reason why we didn't see Diggs all season. Bad reporting on him. Bad reporting. I believe who gets a bulk of this blame is Eberflus because of the petty battle between him and Diggs over scheme and buying in. And the reason why I'm not gonna hear it from Eberflus, because, bro, it's been proven that you're stubborn. It's proven that you're stubborn. Been proven. So that's why I said the only person who can really solve this is going to be Jerry. It's going to have to be Jerry, because now we're to a point now. I think Jerry and Brian is over Eberflus, and I am praying. One, they play Diggs and don't let the window expire. 2, I hope he balls out and earns a 1-year extension for them to prove it again, because we should know Eberflus is gone. I want Eberflus gone and Diggs to stay. There's only 2 options. Either Eberflus gone and Diggs stay, or both of them are gone. Because Eberflus is gone, period. That's just me. So everyone has blame in this situation. I really, man, I'm tired of this politic battle they be having all year. I want them to, everyone has blame in it. Even Trayvon, he does. Because, like he has blame. He has blame. But this petty battle, I wish it would end. I really do. I wish it would end. That goes to like my next point with Eberflus. Actually, the hiring of him was fishy from the get-go, man. And I think the main problem with the Joneses, and I'm gonna speak on it right now, is their lack of knowledge. And I'm not calling them dumb or nothing like that. I'm just saying it's been proven that y'all hired him before everyone else. and everything like that. And I say it's your lack of knowledge, because I think this was purely the problem with the Joneses is that they ask for too much advice on everything. Like we have reports of them during draft, season and everything like that. Like draft picks are determined about who gets to Jerry last. That's the problem, man. Like it's too much of them asking for advice in there, because it could be the wrong advice winning. And I believe like Steven's problem, that's Jerry. Jerry's problem, he get too much advice. Steven's problem, he got selective hearing. He hear what he want to hear. Whoever put that idea in y'all head of hiring this man immediately when he got fired should be fired immediately. Or if it was you need to learn from this, man. You should have let Brian hire him. You should have let him hire the entire staff. I am very disappointed in this staff of not letting Brian hire his entire staff. I'm very disappointed. I put that in my video and everything like that, because we let that small mistake derail an entire season. Ruin relationships and everything like that, because we let this man bring that staff with him when this could have been nipped in the bud from the get-go. This is let me get to the next person, man. And probably, I think, Brian. I think I'm gonna do more, of evaluation of Brian, some shows to come. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Brian. You did a good job this year. What you did, you established something. I don't know what you established, but you established something. And you were selective about it and everything like that. I just wish you would have fought a bit more. I'm not gonna give you a perfect grade. The most I'll give you is probably like a 79, and I may curve you to an 80 for a B-. But I'm gonna be honest, Brian. The entire time this is happening, I was just wondering, when were you going to say enough is enough? And I know people are like, Lou, you can't defy your boss, man. Damn it. On that shit. I'm from a different generation. I'm not gonna sit here and let my boss just sabotage my ability to have some job security. I wish, and I don't know how you could have did it. Bro, I wish you would have got control of that situation a lot sooner. These are the growing pains with you. You a first-time head coach, and man, I wish your dad went through something similar so he could have told you how to deal with this. The politics and behind this. I know the Dallas Cowboys situation is unique, but I just wish you would have grabbed hold of this situation a lot sooner and pushed back in situations a lot sooner. The job you did, it's been admirable. I ain't gonna lie. Like, trading away our cornerstone piece at the beginning of the season, galvanizing, having one of our, our players actually, take his life in the middle of the season, galvanize on that, and you have them able to fight. You have your flaws, and we're gonna talk about them flaws in the future, but there's what, yeah, I'm not gonna give you and curve the grade to a way of saying, oh, there's nothing to learn. There's a lot to learn, a lot. And the job's not finished. We got to get Eberflus all the way out this building. This man severed the team. I believe this man here, he probably okayed Micah being gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are growing pains that you're gonna have to go through. Brian. And I have one more here. So going forward, I'm excited because we got, I titled this evaluation season and everything like that. I'm just excited. This season is not a complete failure, Cowboy Nation. I'm gonna explain more going forward, but I'm excited for this period we have right now because of what Schotte's done. This is a very important stepping stone for this Cowboy team right here. And so it's important that we evaluate what we got, especially like I said, at running back position. I'm looking to see linebackers. I mean, I kind of got my verdict on the linebackers, but offensive tackle, I saw some people in there. Like offensive line, we need to. I'm excited I'm excited to see this type of football right now. I am. I do not want to see Dak out there trying to lay it out on the line. I told boy, hey, Dak, don't make me swing on you for sure. I'm not, because I swear to God, I'm not. We need you for next season. We need everybody healthy for next season. I'm praying that Diggs play. I'm excited for this evaluation period. I don't know about y'all. I really am. And it's a lot more content to be going out there. I'm already, digging deep in terms of like next defensive coordinator, because Eberflus is gone in my opinion. He can get the fuck on. Like, terrible ass coach. I made a video on it right now. Actually, if you haven't already, make sure to go check out the video I dropped on here. I put it bluntly, man. Fire Eberflus. You know what I'm saying? Put it all the way, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like out there, all the stuff on why we need to fire his ass. He need to be gone today. I know they moved him up there to the top of the box. He need to be gone. There's no reason why he need to be in the building, in my opinion. But if you've been here, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the content, y'all. Share the content. We're close to 7,000. I love y'all so much. Man, until next time. Peace.